It's Madden NFL 23, and we've got the Dolphins leader at quarterback. He's coming off a nice week throwing the ball, 4 touchdown throws. It's the Dolphins and the Jets on Thursday night.
Take the Lincoln Tunnel through Weehawken, through Secaucus, across the Hackensack River, and you'll arrive, as we have, at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. Tonight, we're on to Week 2 in the NFL season, as we've got a good one here between the Miami Dolphins and the New York Jets. Hi again, everyone. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And, Charles, you look at this Jets ball club. They come in off a loss in the opener last week. That one was on the road. Now they get their first taste here of home cooking.
And what they're hoping to do is feed off the energy of the home crowd. Great tailgate, great fan support. Let's see if they can put it to good use.
Meanwhile, for our visitors, the Dolphins, they too were losers last week, so they're also hoping to get back in the win column.
Something's got to give in this one, right? Both teams want to start a new streak, and they both want it to be a victory. This should be a fun one.
Two clubs here, each looking to rebound from a Week 1 loss as we're underway on EA Sports. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. So now here comes the Jet offense as they get ready to take over. They're led out by a former number 2 overall pick in the draft from BYU. It's Zach Wilson.
And last week's loss came despite a clean game on his end, throwing the ball with 2 touchdowns and 0 interceptions. His job this week is simple. Do it again. Continue to avoid turnovers and hope that what sunk them last week resolves itself this time around.
Here's Wilson to throw right away. That's out wide here for Robinson. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. 13 yards on the game's opening play.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. And they'll run it. This is James Robinson. And some space here. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 14 yards is the pickup there at a Jet first down. Back to Robinson now on 1st down. And he'll be taken down right around the 41-yard line. The numbers in last week's ball game for Robinson, pretty good as he found himself in the end zone on 2 separate occasions.
And those are the most important numbers because no matter what you pile up prior to the goal line, getting in is all that matters. Putting those numbers up on the board, and they love them when they're 6s.
And he's going to be taken down at about the 33. On 1st and 10, it's Robinson. He'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Second down and a run by Robinson. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 10 yards is the pickup, good enough for a Jet first down. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he'll be out of bounds. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a first down again.
A lot of precision being shown on this opening drive. They've been methodical, they've been crisp, and as a reward, they're going to be set up with an early 1st and goal.
Here's Wilson. Steps away to his left. And this will be caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. A great effort there. His first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Jets will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight. Koo able to connect on the extra point. And it's now a 7-0 game. So that drive takes him down the field in 8 plays. And it ends with a Jet touchdown. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he returns this to the 22. So here come the Dolphins now as they get set to take over on offense. And they are led out there by their mobile quarterback.
And he said he was feeling good in the lead up to the season, and he proved it in a big way in week 1 with 4 touchdown passes. Had the offense moving at peak efficiency right at the start of the year. Awfully impressive.
Now Hall to start the drive. And he'll take it ahead to the 28-yard line. We're taking a look at Hall's numbers from a week ago. 11 carries, 52 yards.
And now that he's playing a Thursday night game, short week, you know he spent a lot of time in the trainer's room in the cold tub trying to get his legs back for this game.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Back to throw. Watkins. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. That one a first down pickup of 8. The Dolphins had 0-1 on the year following the loss in the opener. And what doubly stings for them, CD, they lose week 1 at home, and now here on the road week 2. So it's certainly not a must-win, but boy, you hate to start a season with 2 straight losses.
Yeah, because you sort of feel like you're playing from behind right from the beginning, and that can really mess with your confidence. Plus, if you get to 0-2, here come the articles, here comes the sports talk shows, pointing out the small percentage of teams that make the playoffs after they begin a season 0-2.
So the completion results there in 9 yards, and that'll give them a short yardage situation here for 2nd down. Slot man moves right. On 2nd down, a run with Hall. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. 2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. On 1st down, right back to Hall. And he's fortunate to get anything from that. Give him a yard up to the 49.
It's hard to have vision as a runner and find a hole when there's nothing but defenders in your way. They stacked that one up really well. But give him credit. Instead of trying to bounce it out and turn it into a big play, which might have turned into a big loss, Kai just took his medicine there and took the 1 yard.
7th play of the drive, forthcoming on 3rd and 8. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free. And it brings up 4th down. On 4th down, here's Presley Harvin on to punt. And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. Losers in the season opener on Sunday. They get that quick turnaround 96 hours later. Here we go. They're back at it. And I've got to think, especially early in the year, that's a good thing for these guys, is it not?
It absolutely is. And we've seen it many times demonstrated over the years. Teams have a rough opening game, have to play the Thursday.
After the incompletion, they'll try once more from the 20-yard line on 2nd and 10. Here's Wilson. That's complete. It's Elijah Moore. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. Robinson will try to pick it up. It's a first down following a gain of 3.
Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? They looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you ought to have a few men in the box there.
They'll run again here with Robinson. And some room to roam now. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. James Robinson with career touchdown number 75. And the Jets have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And it's now 14-0. A 4-play drive spanning 80 yards. And the finishing touch was that nice long run into the end zone. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. So Miami coming out for their second drive. And they come into this one off the loss over the weekend. But you say if you're going to play a Thursday night game, this is the week to do it.
Well, it certainly is because you get right back out there. You don't have time to dwell on things. And look, your game plan is going to be a little more limited, but so is theirs. So that's when you just appeal to your top players. Guys, you make plays in this one, we out-execute them, we can walk away with a win.
Off the play fake. Watkins. And going deep for Hill. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
The scoreboard tells the story for him, a little bit bleak. And while it's not quite desperation time yet, it's definitely getting close. But the defense reads the scoreboard as well. They're going to back up and make them really earn it.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Looking to throw. Watkins. Working the sideline here. Did he get the feet in? Yes, they say that he did. Nice job tapping both of them down. That 3rd down conversion good for 23.
When you're struggling on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
On 1st and 10, Watkins. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And incomplete on the deep ball.
I'm looking at this with my defensive eyeglasses on because you remember the old days when a tight end saw a linebacker covering him and thought he had a mismatch? But the way they can run nowadays, not necessarily so. They gave it a shot downfield. That one incomplete.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
And he's only hit on 2 of his first 6 passes. Time for a quick quarterback regroup here with a big 3rd down coming up.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And he comes back with one complete. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 27-yard line. He got 29 yards that time.
Yeah, these are the types of plays they're going to need to hit on if they're going to get back into this game. It hasn't been the greatest of first halves, but this is a nice throw here on 3rd down, and they keep the drive going.
So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 27. They'll look to throw again. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
He didn't just deny a big play there. He put that one up in the red zone. An excellent play, one that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Back to throw again. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 12-yard line. It's a pickup of 15 and a fresh set of downs. Throwing on first down. Watkins looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Gilbert. A gain of 8 there on the play, and it'll be 2nd and a couple.
I know exactly what's going to be said about that play from the defensive perspective.
What's that?
That's why I tell all you guys we need more than one tackler to the ball. He broke the first tackle. Luckily enough, there were more people there to get him down.
2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. Here's 2nd and 2 now from the 3. The quick slant caught. Touchdown, Dolphins. Tyreek Hill, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Dolphins have got it back to within a score. Heck of a start to his season. He had 2 touchdowns in the opener last week, another one here in week 2.
Well, I don't want to call him a touchdown machine this early, but sometimes you get locked in, and you feel good about things. You get into that zone, and those touchdowns come in bunches. He may be off to that kind of a start.
It's like he was shot out of a cannon. I would imagine success this early, great momentum going forward for the rest of the year.
He keeps this up, they'll soon be chanting MVP anytime he touches the ball.
Extra point by Bass, up and good. And that'll make our score 14-7. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. The offense running out, and we shine the spotlight on the undrafted revelation, James Robinson. He's already cruised past the 100-yard mark. We haven't even gone away for halftime yet.
He might not want halftime. All right, why cool off?
Keep everybody here.
Let's stay out on the field and keep going. But all that being said, everything is really working well for them. The play calling's been excellent. The blocking's been terrific. And obviously his vision and legs have hurdled.
Trying to fit it into Moore, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Jalen Ramsey. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Dolphins touchdown. The mistake there by the offense, Charles. They tried to pick on a Pro Bowl corner in coverage there, and not the smartest decision. He reminded him that he was a Pro Bowl corner with not only the pick, but the pick 6.
And those guys who have that designation, sometimes they get a little bit bored in games because people try to avoid them. They absolutely love it when they get challenged, and it's a chance to remind everyone exactly why they were tabbed as one of the best in the league the prior season.
Extra point by Bass, up and good. And we are tied at 14. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. And New York set to take the field. And that 14-0 lead to begin the ball game, well, that's gone now. Time to regroup.
I think even up 2 touchdowns, they knew this wasn't going to be a walk in the park, and I think that's why we would see the head coach going up and down the sidelines telling his team, let's stay with it, let's keep going. It's almost like he knew they were going to make their run at him, and they have. As you said, let's see if they can regroup and get going again.
Now a throw here to his running back, and he'll be dropped at the 36. It's a good gain of 18 on a play that originated back at the 18.
But it certainly made a point of getting him involved in the passing game here in the first half. They must have seen something in the scouting that said, hey, we can capitalize on him getting the ball possibly in the open field. And I think in the second half, that may loosen up the defense a little bit to get the running game going back inside.
A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete. They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. Wilson. Sets up the screen to Robinson. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. It'll be a loss of 2, maybe 3 on the play. And it'll be a third and about 13.
Time to give a little credit here. That was an excellent read by the guys on the defensive side of the ball.
Oh, you're crediting your defense.
Got to credit them on that one because they tried to fool them, right? Tried to trick them. Ran a screen, and they went to it and smothered it for a loss of yardage.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime.
4th down, so Jake Camarda is out there.
Back deep is Tyreek Hill. And he punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Taking it about the 16. And that's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call.
Well, Charles, sometimes we talk about the lengths officials sometimes go to protect star quarterbacks, but that was tough to argue against.
Yeah, and I'm sure that everyone's going to say, hey, we're going to administer the penalty the same way for all quarterbacks. But when it's a star back there, even more so are they going to be diligent about throwing the flag.
On 1st down, Watkins. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock. And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. They'll swing this complete out to Hill. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line. So we've hit halftime all even at 14 apiece. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, we'll get back to you guys in a moment, but first, the NFL season is in full swing. Let's show the good folks what we've got in store for us later this weekend here in Week 2. Some good games starting in the early window on Sunday, and one of the big ones features the New England Patriots as they get set to match up with the Buffalo Bills. More good stuff later in the afternoon, one being in Tennessee, where it'll be the Titans at home in Nashville, taking on the New Orleans Saints. And then finally, a good one on Monday Night Football between the Indianapolis Colts and the Jacksonville Jaguars. With that, let's get a look at the next-gen stats in that first half for Miami. And they didn't get a whole lot done in the rushing department in those first 2 quarters. They probably feel pretty lucky to be tied here at halftime. Meanwhile, for the Jets, here's a look at their numbers throwing the football in what was a very even first half. Both of these coaching staffs feverishly making their final plans for the second half. One of these 2 teams is going to get their first win. And for the call, let's kick it back out to Brandon Gaudin.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3.
And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. Out comes the Dolphins now. They'll go on offense first here in this third quarter.
This offense ready for the first drive of the third quarter. Well, quarters number 1 and 2 entertaining. We saw some good offense points put up, Charles, and all tied on the scoreboard.
And it sets us up for what could be a really fun second half because we've seen both sides score almost at will here in the first half. And now, here in the second half, getting the ball first, you've got to think, hey, we can go out and really run our offense the way we did in the first half. But if I'm a defensive player, all I'm thinking is, can I make a play to really help out my team and break this streak of offense?
And it's intercepted. And the Jets are going to take possession of the football. Not the way you envision things to start out the third quarter. One play and already a turnover.
It's interesting. You and I were talking with the coach, and he talked about how at halftime, as a play caller, he wanted to make sure he got a new script going for the second half, not just the one that he operated off of to start the game. Nowhere on that script did it have that result.
You ready to roll? Let's go, man. Come on.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. After the interception, here's Wilson. Open man here is Conklin.
And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
Now it's Wilson. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Touchdown! A great play there. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far.
And the Jets take the interception on defense and convert it into 6 points.
Koo able to connect on the extra point. And the lead is now 21-14. The long touchdown pass gets them 6 on a very, very tidy 2-play drive that time.
And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. Well, this offense trying to change the script here a little bit, CD. Trailing on the scoreboard, and the last time out on the very first play of the drive, they threw that interception.
And you definitely saw his coaches, teammates come over to him on the sideline, tried to help him shake it off because in this game, his team is down right now. So it's important to make sure you get some confidence back for both the quarterback and the entire offense. Otherwise, those mistakes could continue to pile up.
On second down, here's the option. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it.
After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Back to throw. Watkins.
Got a man. It's Waddle complete.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards.
This offense hoping to avoid the 0-2 start. They trail, but they've got a 1st and 10 here.
Looking to throw. Watkins. And the Jets pressure too much as down he goes. It'll be a loss of 10. And it'll bring up 2nd. They'll send a receiver in motion to the left.
Straight ahead is Hall.
And a good stiff arm there before he's brought down on a nice little game.
He's had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. And they'll send the slot in motion left. Throwing on 3rd and long. Watkins. He is going to find Hill here. And that's going to be another 1st down as the tackle made at the Jets' 33. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13. So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10. Down at the 33.
On 1st and 10, it's Hall.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3.
And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up.
We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium. To throw on 2nd down. Watkins. This one is caught. It's Patton. And that's a touchdown, but hold on. There is a flag down on the field. We'll have to see what this is about.
Holding. Offense.
So retract the yardage and retract the touchdown.
And retract the chunk play. Big strike there to get the touchdown. Now they've got to take it back and see if they've got another one still in their arsenal.
Temporarily out of field goal range now as they come up on a 2nd and long after the holding call. Operating from the gun. Watkins. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. Third down. 9th play of the drive now on 3rd and a country mile. Back to throw. Watkins.
This pass out wide to Hall.
And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. How about that? They weather the storm of a 3rd and 17 to pick up the first.
A lot of times the key is just get him the ball and let him do his thing, and they got it out to him on the left side, and he did exactly that. Excellent run after the catch.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Back to the ground with Hall.
And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Now they'll run the option to the short side left. And power running here down to the 6-yard line. The keeper gets him 7 that time, but it'll lead to a 3rd down.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the 1st down.
In motion, Hill.
They'll run with Hall.
Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there.
60 Eagles.
Going quickly out to the right side. Touchdown, Dolphins. Tyreek Hill with his 2nd touchdown of the night.
And the Dolphins are an extra point away from tying this ball game here in the final moments of the 3rd quarter. Tyler Bass now for the point after.
He's got it, and we're all tied at 21. So that drive spans 13 plays.
And it ends with a touchdown pass to Tyreek Hill.
A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away.
And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
And New York set to take the field.
And their lead has evaporated in this 3rd quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10.
They start on the ground with Robinson here. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. 1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now here at MetLife Stadium. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. From the shotgun, Wilson. Quick hitter here, it's complete. So the completion good for 6 yards. And this will wind up being a 3rd and 3.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
Wilson now to throw on 3rd down. And a quick throw here that's complete. 30. 10. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York.
Well, that's a heck of a response to regain the lead after we had seen the touchdown to tie the game.
I would say what we just saw there was a great amount of poise because typically when teams tie the game up, it's a little bit of a, how would you say, you kind of take a step back and have to get yourself regrouped. They regrouped in a hurry, didn't they? They attacked back after they'd been tied.
And in a big way, that was a statement-long touchdown. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. And now after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this 4th quarter. Plenty of time on the clock. They'll start on the ground. Hall.
And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Looking to throw. Watkins. This throw incomplete, nearly picked off. And with his pedigree, he doesn't drop many of those. With third down coming up. Throwing on third and long. Watkins. And that will be incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. One incompletion, two incompletion. They're going for more.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw.
This will be caught. It's Waddle. And he will have a Dolphins first down. And they convert in style right there. A big play on fourth and long.
It goes as a pickup of 23. And the Dolphins are going to get a first down.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the fourth. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
On first and 10, Watkins. And this one is incomplete.
Some coaches like to take the shorter, more reliable yardage, and some, they like to go for the big shot. No fear in risking a deep ball there, but wasn't enough to get them to completion.
Throwing again on second and 10. Watkins. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. He's been big. 2 touchdowns earlier. Now he's got a first down here. Back to throw. Watkins. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. No gain on the screen there. It's second down.
That was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Now he'll look to throw here on second and 10. And his throw here is incomplete.
So many times we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
To throw on third down, Watkins, the 20. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets 16. A really nice gain of 25 yards. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's first and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. He's got it. Touchdown, Dolphins. A 16-yard touchdown.
And the Dolphins are an extra point away from tying this game here in the final minutes. We are set up for a fantastic finish now. A fourth-quarter touchdown here. We're an extra point away from a tie football game.
And I know they're thinking about possibly going for 2, but I'd go ahead and kick this one and just get it back to level.
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the fourth. So right back to square one. Tied at 28 as he kicks it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The offense for the Jets ready to take over.
So both of these teams, Charles, coming off touchdowns now, but this offense, they just had to stand on the sideline, watch their opponent author a really impressive drive to reach the end zone.
Yeah, and I think you're not telling yourself the truth. if you don't think there's some one-upsmanship going on right now, because they just had their touchdown answered by a drive of double-digit plays that also found the end zone. Now they want to do something even more impressive to answer that one.
And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on second down. That'll give them 8 that time, and that'll bring up a second down in just a couple. Getting down to the good stuff, all tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So it's Jets football as we get you reset here. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. From the gun, it's Wilson. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Oh, what a juke into space. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10.
Hand off to Robinson out of the shotgun.
And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. The Dolphins going to take their 2nd timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
Robinson with another carry.
And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. If they get nothing else here on 3rd down, it'd be a 53-yard attempt from this spot.
On 3rd down, Robinson.
And this play comes to a halt at the 33, and obviously that's well short of the 1st down.
Certainly some pressure here on Younghoe Koo.
This to take the lead here in the final minute.
Koo knocks this one through the post.
And the sideline celebrates as they have taken the lead in the final minute.
So they hadn't called on him at all until this point, but he comes through here and buries one from long range.
Yeah, that's awfully impressive because usually kickers like to get that first one out of their system in the first quarter, sort of get them into the flow of the game, but to come in this late and knock it down from long distance, give him a lot of credit.
So the Dolphins now down by a field goal, and time a huge factor.
Ready, set, 18 Madden, 18 Madden. 7 Pirates, 7 Pirates. 19 Wyatt.
He's back to throw. He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. They'll try again from the 20 on 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's in.
I believe the referee's been buzzed. Yeah, they want to take another look at this call, and it's certainly a big one here late in a tight game. Did he keep those feet in bounds? That's the question they've got to decide. And I got to say, watching it in real time, it was awfully close.
Yeah, it certainly looked like a heck of a catch because he didn't appear to bobble it, which could complicate things. But even with the benefit of replay, that's pretty tight.
Here's the call.
After review of the play, ruling on the field will be reversed.
So the officials and the folks in New York got a second look at this one, and the call is going to be overturned.
Hold the ready. 50 contact, 50 contact. Warriors, 17.
And the slot man goes in motion left. Back to throw.
Finds Hill on the crossing route, complete.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That's back-to-back plays of over 20 yards. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
Let's go now. 60. Cut back to me. Cut back. Come on, like these. Cut 50. Cut 50.
Back to throw. Looking for the end zone. And he's got it. It's caught for a touchdown. And they have taken the lead here in the final seconds.
Charles, that drive was perfect, methodical, executed so well, and they grabbed that lead with almost no time left for a last gasp from the other side.
No way you could have drawn up a better final drive, because not only did they keep their eyes on the end zone, but they made sure they bled the clock out as well and denied their opponent a chance to respond. That's just terrific situational football to end this one.
Pass on for the extra point.
And it would appear they're going to get out of here with a come-from-behind victory. So that drive spanned 5 plays, and it winds up in 6 points for the Dolphins.
Come and get it. Let's go, baby. Come and get it.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, booted a long field goal to at least get them 3. Now here they'll try to do better and find the end zone.
And in our experience, how much fun is it for coaches to know that they've got a kid who can nail it from long distance? Now the hard part is, as an offensive play caller, you don't want that in your head too much where you're relying on it, and he goes out and gets the job done for them. But I'm quite sure he would be content to just kick extra points from here on out.
Yeah, absolutely no question. I think his teammates would be okay with him just kicking the extra points as well. Well, it took us until the final play, Charles, to officially decide a winner, although on that last play they were so backed up it would have taken a miracle, and they couldn't get that miracle done.
Well, I like how you stayed with it, because we both knew that this had to go down to the last play, and neither side was going to exhale until that play concluded, because we've seen the improbable before. A couple of laterals, maybe some poor defense on the back end. They might have gone all the way to the end zone. In this case, though, it didn't happen. Perhaps next time.
So for the Dolphins, it was a great all-around performance as they come out of this one with the victory. And they'll get a few days to savor this one before they take on the Jacksonville Jaguars. Meanwhile, for the Jets, they'll drop to 0-2, and they'll be on the road next week for a matchup with the Baltimore Ravens.